Firstly, I'd like to congratulate Raylene on her presentation. It was fantastic. I think maybe you should look at a career in politics. You're certainly motivational. And I don't think I disagreed with anything that you said, and I think most ANGAIR members would be very happy to work with the Development Association on some of those ideas. Firstly, a little bit about ANGAIR. We're a long-standing conservation group, so the focus of my talk is about conservation, but I think it reinforces what Raylene was talking about. ANGAIR's been protecting the natural assets around Anglesea and Aries Inlet for nearly 50 years, and has had a number of successful campaigns to protect the native vegetation and stop development. Development being more houses. Some of our activities are along the lines that Raylene suggested. We work with the youth camps, we work in education. We now have a new plant facility at the back here. We have the annual Wildflower and Art Weekend. So we're all about conservation. So if I go to the second slide. Anglesea Heath is a biodiversity hotspot, and you must keep in mind that Victoria is the most developed state in Australia, and by most developed probably also means most ruined. It's cleared, a lot of the native vegetation's gone. So even though it looks like Anglesea's got lots and lots and lots of bush around it, we need to actually conserve it because it's fairly rare, and there are a lot of threatened species in the vegetation. So if you know about state government policies, if a developer has a proposal that affects native vegetation, they have to offset the damage they're going to do. So ANGAIR members would like to see that the damage that's going to be done in reclaiming the mine area is offset, and that more areas are added to the park. This doesn't, I don't think this position would negate Raylene's position, where there's lots of rehabilitated mine areas that we can do all sorts of things on in innovative ways. We'd certainly like to see lots of interpretive signage and have an integrated experience in the mine area. As has been previously mentioned in earlier discussions, at least 7 hectares of very high value vegetation is going to be removed to adjust the slope. The adjusted slope is going to be grassed, so we're going to actually lose 7 habitat hectares, high quality. ANGAIR would like to see appropriate offsets organised for this damage. And on a habitat hectare basis, it's going to be a lot more than 7 hectares that are going to be fixed up. Got 2 systems going here, my good old-fashioned notes and the high-tech stuff. So ANGAIR's a fairly pragmatic organisation, I'd like to think. We know that there's going to be some damage done to fix the mine up so that it can be used by the public. We acknowledge there are lots of other users who want to use the space. We strongly support shared walking and cycling tracks, but they need to be properly maintained. Whatever happens out at the old mine site, we need to have a system where there's adequate resources to maintain what we're doing. Cycling, walking, passive use of the bush, but also to crack down on all the illegal and unauthorised mountain bike and walking, whatever, off-road vehicle tracks. So the government will need to resource this better, I think, than they're currently resourcing areas where there's been a historic use shared use of the bush. State government policy is healthy parks and healthy people, and I'm sure we can come to some agreed use that achieves that with minimal damage to the bush. You can't actually admire the bush without impacting on it, even if you're just walking on a track. Obviously, the reclaimed mine areas, there can be a lot of alternate, probably higher impact uses could be considered in some areas, because it's going to be hard to bring it back to high value vegetation. So I'm happy to take questions.